Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of the Sales Revenue Dashboard series. In this video, we're going to create a step-by-step comparison chart and trend chart of total revenue and total orders over 4 seasons. We will also create a helper table to sort a series in the order we want. In parts 1 and 2, we finished building DAX measures and building an interactive slicer and KPI card. If you haven't watched that yet, I recommend going back and catching up first. Okay, grab your coffee and get your computers ready. Let's jump straight into Power BI. Now we'll move on to the 3 charts sitting side by side in the bottom left section of our dashboard: the column chart for total revenue by category, the donut chart for total revenue by gender, and total revenue in orders by season. Since both charts share one card, we only need to create one background shape for both. Go to the Insert tab, then select Insert Shape menu and choose the rounded rectangle shape. Go to the Format panel, then open the Size and Style option and change the size to 720px for the height and 1090px for the width. Close the Size and Style option, then open the Shape Style option, change the corner radius to 5% and turn off the border. Open the Fill option and change the color to white. Place this background shape below the KPI card row on the left side of the canvas. Next, we will create our first chart, which is column chart, to display total revenue by category. In the Build pane, select Clustered Column Chart. A blank chart will appear on the canvas. For the x-axis, choose in the Category column from the shopping table. For the y-axis, drag in the total revenue measure from the DAX measures table. The bars will appear, but they're still in default format. Now, we will adjust the format for this bars so the chart is in the same theme with this dashboard. Go to the Format panel and open the Size and Style option. Change the size to 290px for the height and 675px for the width, then turn off the background. Place the chart on the left side, above the background shape we created earlier. Open the Title option and change the font size to 16px, and then close the Title option. Open the X-axis option and change the font size to 12px, then turn off the axis title. After that, close the X-axis option. Open the Y-axis option and turn off the values. After that, close the Y-axis option. And in the grid lines, turn off the horizontal lines. We don't need the grid lines or numbers, since the data labels will carry that information. This also keeps the card looking clean, instead of cluttered with 2 sets of numbers. Open the Data Labels option, turn it on, scroll down, and in the Values option, change the font size to 12px. And we will leave this label with the color default dark gray. Scroll up to close the Data Labels option. Open the Columns option, make sure it's applied to all categories, and change the color to our primary purple, 6263D5. All right, the first chart in our dashboard is ready. Oh, here we still need to adjust the data labels. Go to the Data Label option, and in the Value section, select None for the display units. Let's look at the column chart, and it looks much better with all the numbers clearly visible. Next, in the Build pane, we will create Donut chart for the second chart, total revenue by gender. After blank card appears, place it on the right side of the same background shape. For the legend, choose Gender column from Shopping table. For the values, choose Total revenue measure from DAX measures table. A donut chart works well here since we're only comparing 2 categories, so the proportion is easy to read at a glance. Open the Size and Style option and change the size to 300px for the height and 350px for the width. Turn off the background. Open the Title option and change the font size to 16px. Open the Legend option, set the position to bottom center. And open the Text option, change the font size to 12px. After that, don't forget to turn off the Legend title. Close the Legend option and open the Slice option. We will change the color for each slicer manually. Select the Male series and change the color to 6263D5. Then select the Female series and change the color to EC9511. All right, we can see the color of our donut chart is matched with the dashboard theme. Close the Slicers option and open the Detail Labels option. Set the position of label in outside and change the label style to percentage of total, because we only need to see the percentage from this chart. And under the Values option, change the font size to 16px. All right, our second chart, which is Donut Chart, is complete. Next, we will create the line chart to see the trend for the total revenue and total order in 4 season. In the Build pane, select Line Chart and place it on bottom of the background shape. For the x-axis, choose in the Season column in the shopping table. And for the y-axis, choose the total revenue measure from DAX Measures table. Then choose Total Orders into the secondary values well. We use a secondary axis here because total revenue is in the tens of thousands, while total orders is only in the hundreds. Without it, one line would look almost flat next to the other. Next, we will do some adjustment in this line chart format, same as before. In the Format panel, open the Size and Style option. Change the size to 320px for the height and 1020px for the width, and turn off the background. Open the Title option and set the font size to 16px. Under the X-axis option, change the font size of X-axis label to 16px. After that, close the X-axis option. Next, open the Y-axis options and change the font sizes to 12px. Do the same thing for secondary Y-axis. Once done, we can adjust the Legend option by turn off the Legend title. Open the Lines option, apply it to the Total Revenue series, and change the interpolation type to Smooth. And under the Color option, change the color to 6263D5. Then do the same thing for the Total Order series. Set the interpolation type to Smooth for both series. This gives us gentle curves instead of sharp angles, which reads better for a trend line like this. And for the lines colors, change the color to EC9511. Let me adjust a little bit the alignment for the donut chart. Okay, that's better. Right now, the chart shows fall, spring, summer, winter in alphabetical order, not the natural season flow we want. This is a common issue with text-based time categories in Power BI, since it sorts them A to Z by default, instead of understanding the actual sequence. We'll fix this with a helper table. Go to the Home tab and select Transform Data. In the Power Query Editor, right-click the Shopping-Behavior table and select Reference. Rename this new table to Season Order. Select the Season column. Right-click and choose Remove Other Columns. Then right-click again and select Remove Duplicates. Okay. Now, we only have one column in Season Order table. We will add another column to help sort this series using the Conditional column. In Add Column tab, select Conditional column. After a pop-up appears, we can choose the column name as Season, and the operator is equals, and value is season name that we want to sort. The first season here, I will start with Spring, then Summer, then Fall, then the last season is Winter. And in the Output section, assign a rank number to each season based on the flow we want. Spring as 1, Summer as 2, Fall as 3, Winter as 4, like this. Okay, once done, we can click OK, and now we can see in the Season Order table we have 2 columns. One column for season and one helper column to sort the season. Go to the Home tab and select Close and Apply. Back on the canvas, the X-axis in the combo chart doesn't update automatically here. We can change the order by selecting the Season column in the Season Order table. Then, in the Column Tools tab, select Sort by Column and Sort by Custom. This column is helper column that consists value from 1 to 4 we created earlier in Power Query Editor. Select the line chart, and in the Build panel, change the X-axis value using Season column from Season's Order table. Okay, look at the line chart. The seasons now appear in the correct order. All right, That wraps up part 3 of this series. So far, we've created 3 main charts: a column chart, a donut chart, and a trendline chart. In the next part, we'll create all the remaining charts: bar chart for rating review, and the most interesting is a smart narrative text with illustrations. If you find this useful, please like and subscribe so you don't miss the next part. See you there!